Yo, how we doing today? SP Crash here, and we're going to be breaking down Roadhog for those of you who are very new to Overwatch or have been playing Overwatch and want to figure out what this fat motherfucker is all about. Roadhog is an OG. He was there since the game's release on the 24th of May in 2016. Oh, and did I mention he's fat? Roadhog has a unique tank playstyle that's focused on singling out vulnerable enemies and yanking them in for the slaughter with his chain hook. His scrap gun gives him powerful short to medium range damage, while Take a Breather allows him to remain a persistent threat, even without your support when they're DPS in the backline of the enemy. However, his lack of any kind of barrier makes him a lackluster pick when your focus is on protecting your teammates. Yeah, just get a shield if you really want to protect your teammates. He can function as a flanker, where his chain can catch enemies unaware and kill them before they can even react. With his large heal on a medium cooldown, he can operate for long periods of time, away from his team. However, if you can alert your team when you hook an opponent, they will be likely to shoot at the target, jumping that nigga, all but guaranteeing their demise. The Scrap Gun, Roadhog's primary weapon. The primary fire is a shotgun, suitable for dealing damage at close range. The majority of the blast is a 16 pellet shrapnel blast, best suited for close range combat. While the middle projectile, previously a secondary fire, shoots out a projectile which shoots a tight spread of 4 shrapnel around the middle strap. For enemies at medium range, try to align your crosshair on their center to maximize the chance that you hit them with the middle part of the blast. My chain. I don't do like my chain. The chain hook, when activated, Roadhog fires a hook at his crosshairs that travel out to a long range before returning back to him. If the hook strikes an enemy, it will pull that enemy back to Roadhog, just like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, as well as stunning them from a brief period of time. Solid surface and barriers stop that hook entirely. Oh man, you guys should have been here for 2017, let me tell you. Take a breather, his Gatorade, I call this his Gatorade. Alright, when activated, Roadhog will inhale from a canister, rapidly restoring his health and reducing the damage he takes. This is a channeled ability. Roadhog can freely move when it's being used, but unable to take other actions. Roadhog takes 40% reduced damage during duration, and stuns can interrupt both of the healing and damage reduction effects. Like a purple from Ana anti-grenade. Wrap all that shit up. Just get off Roadhog if that happens all the time. Whole hog. This is Roadhog's ultimate. When activated, Roadhog begins to fire a broad cone of pellets in front of himself for a few seconds, dealing damage to enemies and knocking them back. Roadhog can still move and use his abilities while using Roadhog. This ultimate is a transformation ultimate, and Roadhog cannot be stunned out of it. So like a brig knockback, or if you sleep him, he's waking back up and getting right back to it. Pigpen. Pigpen is a trap, which is an object, and the cooldown starts when the trap is deployed. The trap deploys upon landing on an object or terrain with a walkable surface and bounces off when colliding with other surfaces or a hero. Only one trap can be activated at a time. An upward arrow above the ability icon indicates that a trap is active. The trap can be destroyed while dormant, but not while it's in the air or once it has been triggered. The trap is visible to all players. Turns and Bob do not target the trap. The trap stays on the ground until destroyed. A new trap is deployed or until an enemy hero reaches its radius, triggering it. There is a 1-second delay after deploying before the trap can trigger. The player receives a cue when an enemy triggers or destroys the trap. Enemies that are phased out, such as Reaper during Wraith form, cannot trigger the trap. Enemies that are invulnerable, such as Zenyatta during the Transcendence, can trigger the trap. Invisible enemies can trigger the trap as well. Upon triggering, all enemies within the radius takes damage and receives a small knockup. The trap then slows all enemy with a larger area and deals periodic damage to enemies while they stay with the radius. The trap can be lifted by ice wall and pedal platform. I like to throw down the big pin, hook them, and then shoot them just in case they run away. They're still slowed down and can't escape. Roadhog is an unusual tank. While he has a lot of personal survivability, thanks to that Gatorade he be drinking and his massive base health pool, he has nothing like Reinhardt or Winston's barrier, making him poor at protecting his team from damage. In fact, playing Roadhog as a tank per se will help the opposing team achieve victory fast, because unlike other tanks, he does not possess a way to prevent damage from occurring in the first place. Every time he takes damage and heals it back up, he's feeding the enemy more ultimate charge. I do call this nigga old battery half the time. His real value comes from his ability to single out and kill valuable targets like Mercy or Bastion with his chain hook, as well as being able to protect his team from flankers like Genji more effectively than other teams. Consider playing Roadhog in combination with another tank so that you cover each other's weaknesses, and treat him like an up-close defense assassin who's fat. Alright, and that was a very brief breakdown of Roadhog for my new players coming to Overwatch 2. I hope you guys got a better understanding of him. Well, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this, or if you want to see me do more with these videos, let me know in the comments. Peace out.